Hey my friends, welcome back. My name is Janet and we are watching The Wire episode 3 today. Something I will say is I've been noticing some comments saying like, hey, you're viewing it as a TV show. Don't. So I'll try to change my perspective a little bit. I do live in an urban city, so I'm not too unfamiliar with some of the concepts of the show, but definitely I think Baltimore is its own ball game. So anyways, let's start episode 3.
Y'all got a tussle, man?
Nigga, it ain't even 9 o'clock and you fainting on it. Get the fuck out of here, man. Damn.
I didn't realize testers was a thing. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You ain't gotta punk them like that.
Punk this so. He goddamn drug addict.
And you a
It sucks
goddamn
because
drug
his
dealer.
D'Angelo's sympathy
So what?
is a strength in my eyes,
Oh,
but
what,
I
the
think a
customers
weakness in
always
theirs.
Yo, we in the projects. The customer be fucked up.
Why
Yeah,
not?
exactly.
Why can't you? You can't tell me this shit can't get done without people beating on each other, killing each other, doing each other like dogs.
You know what? D'Angelo is in a way right now really is what I quickly viewed him as is like in a way he is the viewer's conscience. Or like, well, I mean he's basically saying what the cops told him too, that why can't you just sell it and move on, right? But don't we all think that, like, why can't we not have such a violent or betrayal world?
Man, 5-0 be down here about the bodies, yo. That's what they be down here about. The bodies.
I'll make you a gallant motherfucker like this.
Dang, he's brave.
All of them saying the officer's assault on the youth was unprovoked. Criminal histories on our 3 witnesses, one longer than the next. Drugs, weapons, assault.
That really sucks.
Shitbirds throwing dirt at good police.
I want you to rethink whatever tactic led you to send 3 plainclothes officers to do field interviews at the high-rises at 2.
They don't even want to consider the fact that it was police brutality.
Take it, your people.
I can use him in office, but I don't think we should have him on the street until the grand jury signs off.
Let's put our tail between our legs. I think our official stance has to be he did nothing wrong out there.
Is that his father-in-law?
He's half blind.
Keep him off the streets until it clears the courthouse.
Okay, then. We wait on the grand jury.
Sometimes it makes you wonder how many cases went down like this.
What happened out there?
Just because they wanted to close
Did
it
you
out
know
really
they were in the
quickly.
high-rises without backup?
I tell you yes, I screwed up. I tell you no, I'm putting my men in the jackpot. I screwed up, sir.
It's a good man that's willing to take one for the company.
Help me.
Wow.
I'm defending my own people here, that's all.
What Major Valchek means to say is that he's grateful that you extended your support on behalf of Officer
Disgusting.
Prespaluski.
Fuck up that he is.
He should be off the street.
What can I say? The kid needs a little guidance, a little supervision.
A little.
Stand here
This
thought that
isn't
you
his
got
first
young officer back on the
offense.
street.
I owe you for walking him through this grand jury thing.
It's so dangerous to have someone like
So I got
Prez
suction with you, Valchik.
in the unit.
That's
That's
what
what I'm
I'm
saying.
Well, deputy, always a pleasure.
This is not going to be the last that we're going to see a fuck up like this. Oops. A mess up like this.
Unnecessary evil.
Is it insubordinate if I ask what's so necessary?
Thanks for not cutting Prespaluski loose. If you had, the department would be caught between Valchek and City Hall. Give me 3 weeks of good street work, and you'll see this through. Couple felony warrants, a little dope on the table. That's all we need here.
Disgusting.
Under no particular
But
homicide
realistic.
was there
Looking into the possibility that Mr. Gant was involved in a street dispute. Nothing to do with his being a witness in an unrelated case that concluded weeks ago.
And I like how we still don't really know what happened to him. I mean, we're all assuming it was because he was a witness.
I know, grab the mic.
But what if he actually wasn't?
All of Baltimore should rise as one because they're murdering witnesses in cold blood. See, Barksdale's never been arrested as an adult, so we don't really have a B of I photo.
Then you fucked.
Yeah.
What are these guys even
we
doing
are.
to help?
But seeing as we all came into work today, I thought, what the hell, let's try something different. But the housing project began to take photos of every registered resident as a security measure.
So you want
Police
us to get out
work,
of the
we love
housing
it.
department and pull his photo?
Excellent. It's boring, painstaking work, but if you don't want to travel to the housing department, I'll switch with you.
Fuck it, Patrick. Let's take a ride.
It really does feel like you have to force everyone to do their job.
I'm a leader of men.
Yeah, man, this we got stepped on shit. We got out here get these fiends agitated.
But look at them. They still buying it, though.
Yeah, they buying twice as much and only getting half as high.
Man, look at the boy playing checkers.
Checkers?
Yeah,
Aww.
Yo, why y'all playing checkers on the chess set? Nah, hold up.
You know what? Okay, so remember, so we know D'Angelo's connected to the organization by his family, right? With that, obviously, I feel like D'Angelo grew up with more educational opportunities than these guys. And that's why it's so different that he's not in the high rises. And I feel like we can see it here. Or sometimes we see it in the way that he talks to them or the way that he views things.
This the kingpin, all right? And he the man. You get the other dude's king, you got the game. But he trying to get your king too, so you got protected. Now the king,
Metaphor.
He moved
We love
one
it.
space, but the rest of these motherfuckers on the team, they got his back. And they run so deep, he really ain't got to do shit.
I like your uncle.
Yeah.
And you see this?
I love this.
It's the queen.
The show
Smart,
does
she's
this.
fierce. And she is the go get shit done piece.
Remind me of Stringer.
It's like the stash, right? And every time we move the stash, we gotta move a little muscle with it, right? To protect it.
True, you right. All right. What about
I love
the
how
little
he's
bald-headed bitches right there?
using things
These
they
right here.
understand.
They're the pawns. They like the soldiers. See, the king, stay the king, all right? Everything stay who he is, except for the pawns.
This is such a good
Like I said, the
little
queen ain't no
metaphor.
bitch.
So, if I make it to the other end, I win.
If you catch the other dude's king and trap it, then you win.
All right, but if I make it to the end, I'm top dog.
The pawns, man, in the game, they get capped quick.
Unless they
Yeah.
some smart-ass pawns.
And I think that shows the motivations of him too. He wants to be the queen.
Dollars.
I like it.
We gotta get with the Fed somehow, man. They got lightweights, wireless, micro recorders.
Yeah, DEA got those.
I wear this on a warm day and they're gonna know.
Major, I'm a fifth wheel on a car that's going nowhere. Bring me home.
Oh wow, that's
Soon
why he was
enough.
there unmotivated.
Look, you're my eyes and ears in this mess, right?
You get Carv and Prez back tomorrow. The Prez is in office. No police powers, no street work, nothing.
I wonder what you gotta do to get thrown off this police force.
Right?
Keep on with some of your shit, you just might find out.
Right? Isn't that
fucking
crazy?
run sheets?
McNulty. That's such a good point. McNulty's getting so much fire for trying to do the right thing, or like, you know, bringing light to something that is a very real problem. Yet Prez is shooting things up, completely not following the rules, and he gets a little timeout. That's crazy.
This is Barksdale?
Avon Barksdale.
I don't think so.
Dale. His name's on the form in the file.
Well, excuse me for giving a shit, but I can't help but notice this is a middle-aged white man.
That's the only Avon Barksdale.
It looks like Avon, though,
in the
is covering
housing
his
department
tracks.
file.
Maybe he's white. I mean, really, look, hey, well, what do we really know? Avon Barksdale.
Flash with no profile. Pretty much comes up out
What
of
if
nowhere.
Avon turned himself into a queen, you know?
He likes to work out and used to box Golden Gloves when he was young.
Golden gloves. How'd you get that?
Oh,
Yeah, everything.
I like that. That lit something up. Sometimes that's all it takes. A little thread.
Got blue top, looking for blues?
Yeah, that guy. He looked like a really young man.
A few questions I want to ask you, Mac.
Keep your hand moving. Work to the body, some man.
So who's your target? Barksdale. Who? He's tied to maybe a dozen murders. He's completely off the radar.
I've been working drugs for the Bureau since '98. I can tell you, they got nothing on him that I know.
That's crazy,
This
though.
little thing is the
How's that
smile of the
possible?
week.
The
career case. Not that my bosses give a damn at this point.
All them mopes and bracelets. Not one of them named Osama.
Still, I owe you, brother. What do you need?
A couple of lightweight body mics, wireless. Where I come from, we're just happy to be in the 20th century.
Yeah,
All right, who's
seriously.
running the case so I can tell my squad supervisor?
Why they're so
Daniels,
behind?
Out of narcotics.
All right, no problem.
Good. I'm glad they got some safer equipment.
Man. Got them red top. The testers, get him around the corner.
Third from the end. That's the stash.
Real raggedy ass shit here, boy. Oh, is this like another group? Oh no.
So how often you get to see him?
Every other weekend. Trying to get more, but she's fighting me.
Always the case. When a woman looking to get even, there's gotta be a little extra something there.
Hey, Bubs, how come you got all this wisdom? Your life's so fucking hard. You ever been married?
Oh.
I date women.
Well, there we are. Got something else in common. I date women, too.
There we go.
Run and see conference.
Look, it's better that than have every police on 3 shifts hounding you every goddamn day. Cops are dogs.
Yeah. I work with one other female police officer who's worth a damn. Only one.
A lesbian.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Alone. Working your post. Most women aren't getting out that car.
Right.
They're intimidated. Physically. They gotta be. I wasn't about to stay scared. You know, you get your ass kicked, once or twice, you realize it's not the end of the world, right? But is there any other fucking way to police?
No, you can't. You have to get... You kind of have to accept the danger. Like, you're gonna get hurt. Yeah, think about it. It would be really scary. There's no way I can take on, like, 2 bodyguards or something like that, you know? Can't show this on YouTube, but D'Angelo's back at the club.
Money? Where'd all the money go?
The less you know, the better.
I don't remember a day we ever got this much from the courtyard. You're doing good out there, D.
We'll be doing even better when we get that new package.
Ain't no new package. Just gonna put that same shit out in a different color gel cap is all. But the thing is, no matter what we call heroin, it's gonna get sold. Shit is weak, we gonna sell twice as much, you know.
That's so messed up, but
'Cause
true.
Fiend, we do worse, and we get paid more.
Yeah.
The government do better, and it don't mean no never mind.
That's the reality. I guess they launder it through the club, too.
Here's my uncle's place.
You kin to Orlando?
Nah,
Orlando.
my uncle's the money man.
Are you working with your uncle?
I'm his right hand.
Well, yeah, she's gonna wanna also, I feel like she'll feel a sense of security if she's D'Angelo.
Bingo.
Oh, boy. Love it.
Detective Sidnar's ensemble is the latest in West Side Project Web.
I don't know. I don't want anything to happen to Sidner, but the way that it's being set up.
Yo, Bubs. What you think?
It's my wedding ring. Shit, you married to the needle, boy. I'm just saying, man.
It's true.
The more tore down you look, the better. You walking down them alleys of the projects, man, you stepping on the dead soldiers. You wanna know if a fiend for real? Check the bottom of his shoes.
But you know what? Thank God Bubs was there. I think his socks are too clean too. Yeah, the makeup. It looks good. And you know what? That's proof right there too. Thing is, didn't D'Angelo tell them to not do it on the spot?
4 hand-to-hands, 2 to me, 2 to Bubs, me close enough to market. They're pretty tight out here, Cuba. You don't hand no money to nobody that matters. You don't get no product from nobody that matters.
Well, now.
Oh my God. Who are these guys? This is like...
Did you get to see where the money went after you had
Oh, this is going to be so complicated. And now Bubs is a danger with Signor.
Nothing but touts and runners here. Then again, you told us so.
I didn't say that.
I told the deputy we had a few hand-to-hands. low-level people. He wants us to put everything we get into search and seizures and hit the projects Wednesday afternoon.
Lieutenant,
I know.
does he think that's what gets us Avon Barksdale?
No, he thinks that's just what's going to close it all up.
Look, the man upstairs wants to see a circus. A couple of days from now, I gotta show him 3 rings.
They really want to close this. Like,
We gotta jump.
the upstairs people don't want this looked into at all, which is insane.
I'm gonna be your fucking knife.
I'm not. I know he's your lieutenant. You got to do what you got to do. But I can't swallow this shit anymore.
Let's see what McNulty's going to do at the end of the day. I feel like McNulty's trying to fan the fire, you know? At this point. He wants this to actually be a real investigation. He's just trouble wherever he shows up to anybody, huh?
How do you clone a beeper?
What?
That's what I need to know.
You show up at my door at 9 o'clock to ask me that? What
That's,
do you want to do?
okay, I like that he's looking at different angles.
Bunker
Yeah.
me when we jack up the Barksdale kid. He's got a Motorola pager. We give it back so not to spook him.
Judge signs something like that, you can clone a beeper.
Christ.
You'll also need a supervisor who wants you to clone a suspect's pager, knowing that it might lead to who knows what else.
Daniels will come round.
Daniels will have your ass. That's it?
What? No.
What is this? What? When this? Okay.
You're married and a date is a room at the Best Western with the blinds closed. Now you're single and a date is you coming over unannounced.
That's complicated. Oh, so she's the mysterious woman. Oh, they're in sync. This was a plot twist. I didn't see it coming.
Reeb's late. You want something from carry out?
Yeah. Yo, Reeb's here.
10 minutes, sir.
10?
Yeah.
All right.
You heard?
What the fudge?
Get your ass down. Where that, man?
Oh man, that's a kid. That's a kid. That's a kid.
Where that, shorty?
Kitchen. Under the sink.
Damn, now he's in trouble with. Oh.
G-Packs. Let's roll.
Just 2.
Oh my, come on. Hey, what the?
They're in so much trouble. And then Bubs saw everything. Dang it, Bubs is in the middle of everything.
So your man saw him get jacked.
Yeah, part of it.
And he gets the tag number?
Good man, that Bubbles.
What's with you? My office.
Because he's being insubordinate. But come on, somebody has to put their foot down, right? That's the only way change can actually happen.
You're insubordinate?
I'm not jumping out on something I believe is going to harm the case.
You think I want this? I got the deputy ops on my ass for this shit.
Not going to help you gut this case. If you want to pretend to be a police, you go ahead.
Because we all know the lieutenant feels exactly like McNulty does, but the firing from upstairs is going to be insane. Has to be done, though. Lieutenant's going to have to sacrifice his career to do some type of good, which is insane.
You're on medical. I'm on pause. Give me a vest.
Yeah, no, now you press. Come on, sit down. Crazy.
You supposed to be steady for him. But where you at? You in a goddamn sandwich shop. And now we look like bitches. Someone named Omar.
Yeah, D'Angelo's going to take the rep with this, too. Come on. D'Angelo's going to get hit. Like, he's taking all kinds of hits. I wonder what's Avon's going to respond, and Stinger, how they're going to respond to all of this. This is crazy.
Come on, man.
Don't. Dang.
How'd I feel? You're fucked up now. You fucked up.
Come on.
Why you ain't swinging? Why you ain't swinging?
I guess.
Come make me kick your ass too.
feel like that's intent. I mean, this doesn't feel right. I think the cops are doing this to just because they have to show that you can't hit them, right? But it seems very extreme. Kids,
Clean.
children.
Fucking thing in there.
Take any door in the low rises. What are the chances?
We ain't got shit.
It was a fail. This shouldn't have happened.
I can tell you were never in patrol.
Right. I don't want to tell you in front of the girl. Daniels is dirty.
What?
Guy running your case, he's got dirt on him. Your own agency came through some concerns about him last year.
What?
Integrity. They want to take it to internal affairs because that office leaks like a sieve.
It does. It does leak.
The man's got a couple $100,000 more in liquid assets than any police lieutenant should ever have.
Maybe he's got other sources of income.
Maybe he does.
You know what? Whenever we saw that dinner scene, he did look pretty well off. But I assumed like his wife was like a doctor or a lawyer or something, or that, which doesn't make sense, or that he got a really high salary, which now that I think about it doesn't make sense because we hear it from the major. We heard it from the major that the department's low on funds, so that they're broke basically. So yeah,
We
that's
brought
a
it
good
back
point.
to your agency. The deputy for operations told him what we had.
You took it to Burrell?
Yeah, he says, thank you, we'll take it from here.
And that was a year ago.
Maybe more. And that fucker's
Wow.
still a supervisor for narcotics.
Now McNulty has
Anyway,
more reason to suspect the
He's
lieutenant.
running your case, I just thought you'd want to know.
Thanks.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, it's a good lookout. I don't know. From so far what we've seen from the lieutenant, it doesn't seem like he's a bad character. It just seems that he's just doing his best with what he's given. So yeah, now we just got this big bomb drop from the lieutenant. I'm just gonna throw this thought out there. Wait, this is a Hail Mary of a thought. But what if the lieutenant's Avon? Wait, no, we already saw a picture of Avon. Sorry. Erase that. But what? No, the lieutenant doesn't have anything to do with the organization, right? No, because I don't think so. But I was hoping the lieutenant would bond with McNulty and they could actually work together on this. But it looks like this is gonna be harder than I thought. D'Angelo's taking so many hits, and I'm actually scared of the response from all of this. And what happens if your stash gets stolen? And also, how is the organization going to respond to these guys that stole it? That's kind of, that's a big deal. You can't seem weak to an opponent, or they're going to take over your territory. So I'm assuming we're about to have gang wars on top of the police investigation, and it's just really messed up out there. It's really tough seeing the kids get involved in this, which I know is, reality, but still, it's really tough to see it. But D'Angelo's character, I just feel like I have so much sympathy for him. Sometimes he says and acts in a way where he just genuinely wants things to be better, and he wants to teach others, to maybe view things in a better way. So it's really hard to see him just constantly take hits and essentially be stuck because, like I mentioned before, he is part of the organization via his family. I don't think it's going to be easy to get out at all, if anything, or get out clean, or get out without too much harm. So this is the situation that we're in. Also, the lieutenant was basically set up by his higher ups to look horrible. Like, at this point, there is no coming back from him. I don't think he can make major. I don't think he can get a promotion anymore. And just because no matter how this ends, it's going to look bad. And the fact that under his supervision, 3 officers, committed police brutality, I don't think it's going to come back from this. So we'll see how his career ends up, and we'll see how he does. Overall, though, I'm super immersed. Everyone's acting is phenomenal, and I can't wait to watch the next episode for you. All right, if you like this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.